This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday evening. I'm James Spann. Hot, hazy summer weather through the weekend and a few isolated storms. Let's go in there and check some of the Skycam shots around the network today. This is coming from Gadsden. Much like yesterday, some big storms over on that side of the state. Not raining everywhere, but a few spots getting a good downpour. There's a storm not too far from Gadsden at the time that image was taken. That's the Birmingham Skycam looking east from the Daniel Building. And again, way off in the distance in the haze, you can see those thunderstorm tops over East Alabama. But not a cloud in the sky on the beautiful Alabama Gulf Coast. That's a Skycam at Gulf Shores. Got a beach trip coming up, sunny days, fair nights through the weekend with only isolated storms. Upper high beginning to show up on the maps over Louisiana. That will expand tomorrow and keeping us hot through the weekend. That's a radar, and you can see at 2:48 when that was captured, some really big storms from near Gadsden down to White Plains and Heflin. Got a big one just below Oxford. There's scattered ones down to the south, but a pretty good chunk of the state is dry, and that's the way it works on these hot summer days. Most of the state dry. Storms tend to be few and far between, but where they do form, they could pack a punch. Temperatures a little below forecast, mostly low and mid-90s. Birmingham at 93. It's only 88 up in Fort Payne. The numbers will be creeping up toward the mid and upper 90s tomorrow and over the weekend. And around the nation, you see how the 90s are beginning to take over as far north as Kansas and Missouri. We got heat advisories issued for parts of the Birmingham Weather Service forecast area, also for parts of South Georgia. And, it's one of those things where, different offices have different criteria. It's based on the heat index, which is the way it feels because of the humidity. Whatever, it's going to be hot. No doubt about that through the weekend. On top of the heat ridge, a risk of severe storms today and tonight for places like Minneapolis, St. Paul, Des Moines, Chicago, Indianapolis, Cincinnati. Here's the overall rain for the next 5 days. This is valid through Tuesday evening of next week, and this is suggesting rain amounts of about 1/2 inch. And the number of storms should begin to increase early next week as the ridge breaks down. And the tropics, our system is approaching the Leeward Islands. It's really had a hard time getting its act together. There seems to be some evidence finally of a low-level circulation, and that'll be coming across the Leeward Islands. And modeling has been very consistent in the last day or so that this will not affect the Gulf and really not affect the United States. Most of the models have this thing recurving off the east coast of the United States. Intensity guidance, only one brings it up to a hurricane. One does nothing with it, and the storms the models that do develop it keep it as a tropical storm. So we'll watch it, but again, confidence now is high. This will not be a Gulf of Mexico problem. Let's check the GFS, the Global Forecast System. This is valid tomorrow at 1 o'clock local time at 500 millibars. 594 heat ring, right on top of the Mid-South. And that's going to be a hot day tomorrow. Like today, hazy sun. The NAM is at 97. The GFS is at 98. A storm possible, yes, but like today, they'll be isolated. Same thing Saturday. And the same thing Sunday. Really no change. The next 3 days, very similar. Highs 95 to 99. Lots of hazy sun, isolated storms. Monday of next week, the heat ridge begins to break down with a big trough in the west. And down below that, we should begin to see an increase in the number of showers and storms. In fact, we might not get out of the 80s on Monday. And you can see the tropical system is over the Bahamas. It's weak and disorganized. This is Tuesday. It kind of stays in the same place. Around here, showing the deeper moisture axis west of the state, and this is Wednesday. Tropical system moving north off the coast of Florida. Again, it looks weak and disorganized. And around here, some risk of a storm. The models don't look, the GFS at least, doesn't look very bullish on showers Tuesday and Wednesday, but again, clearly there could be some around. And this is Thursday, a week from today. The trough is progressive, and that's approaching, and that'll drive a cold front down this way. That could very well bring an increase in the coverage of showers and storms Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, and just maybe lower humidity and cooler nights toward the end of next week in the Labor Day weekend. Wouldn't that be nice? Can't guarantee that, but that's an idea. And again, the GFS keeps that weak tropical system meandering in the Atlantic off the coast of Florida. Thought we'd check the European just for the fun of it. This is next Wednesday evening, and it's got the tropical system east of Chesapeake Bay, and that'll be picked up by the upper trough and swept out to sea. So again, no worries for us. We'll check the end of the forecast, the 6th of September. Looks fairly uneventful. Heights are average, and again, that would suggest pretty typical early September weather for us. Temperatures over the next 15 days off the ensembles. The hottest stretch will be through Sunday, and the numbers possibly dropping back in the upper 80s early next week. That'll be pretty good. And beyond that, about the numbers about where they should be for the end of August and the 1st of September. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.